Excuse you.
Alright, good night. Well, thanks.
Hello.
He's decided against sleep.
You've decided against sleep? Come over here. I started everything.
Already?
Yeah, I told you I was going to do a live stream. I'm doing a live stream. It's not hard to do. It's just pushing a button.
It's on?
Yes. People are saying hi as I speak.
You know, we'll bring a chair.
What?
What kind of introduction is that?
What do you mean, what kind of introduction is that? I don't do introductions when I do live streams. I just sort of start it. You talking about you?
Unprofessional.
What do you mean unprofessional? I'm not...
I don't know what I mean by unprofessional.
Sleep is for the weak. Oh, come on, man. We have neighbors.
I brought that for you.
Yeah, and I bought it.
Okay, I brought that in for you.
Yeah, it is. I get you, man. Pushing a button isn't one of the hardest challenges. Sorry. The reason why Goat over here has to sleep because his shift doesn't start until like 5, right?
Yeah, shift starts at 5 in the morning.
5 in the morning. Granted, I do need to wake up around 4-ish for my job over at Kura this Saturday. Yeah, I know how it feels to wake up that early. Introduction. Walks away. Oh, he means best introduction I've ever seen. Wait, you want to punch? Punch something. So, as you guys can see by the title, this is supposed to be my hopes and dreams and what I hope to see in MLP Season 9. Final season of everything. Goat here has watched the trailer mainly because of some interesting things that I've heard in my comment sections about how he would probably enjoy it. So
I did.
And he did. So I'll do my best not to look at his facial expressions, and hopefully he can control himself if I happen to say anything that happens to be somewhat relatively close like that. It's funny how someone's doing an insert Undertale Hopes and Dreams joke here when I've been doing this before Undertale was even conceptualized in Toby Fox's head right around season 4.
Are you sure about that?
I'm 100% sure. Like the Kickstarter wouldn't even exist.
Well, what if this was one of those ideas that you just always had in your head when you're a kid, and it's just building and 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 building, like all those things that you have over there.
Well, that's that. Don't pay no mind to that. It's not even on camera.
Well, how about all the things that are probably in the closet?
I don't know what's in there. I haven't checked that in like years.
We haven't even been here a year.
Yeah? What do you mean we haven't been here a year? We've been here a year.
It hasn't been a year yet.
It has been a year.
We moved in here
a year ago.
in the summer. It hasn't been a year yet.
It has been a year.
Not in this apartment.
Yeah, yes. I have 4 stickers. That's a year. Anyway.
I don't think you understand how time works.
I know how time works. Anyway. Idea is one of those ideas you took too long to make and someone else made it first, like you said in the other stream. Yeah, happens a lot. Happens too many times, actually. Happy you bring that up. And building and building and building and building and building in Minecraft. Seriously, dwarf in time is bendable. Go. You're pretty sure.
No, you can't have my face hair.
Okay, first.
And what kind of things would I say? Say things like Princess Luna's there?
Whoa, really? I didn't think she would show up. I thought she was I thought she was written out of the show a year ago.
What are you talking about? That was apparently a great episode about her.
Which one?
I don't know. We were just talking about it. It was the sun butt, moon butt switch up.
Yeah, I think that was previous.
Was that last year?
I don't know. Well, if I have to get started and basically tally off all the things that I want to see returning villains, definitely so. Like Tyrek again with Cozy Glow, they already kind of set that up, so they have to have actual execution on that. I'm gonna say it. I've said this in every hopes and dreams at this point. I'm gonna continue to say it now. I want Sombra to come back because you don't just put him in here, have him get killed by Spike, and never do anything like that again. Why does Chrysalis come back like twice, almost 3 times, and yet you got a guy who actually has a good backstory, and you don't do anything with him? That's very disappointing with me. Since they set him up in, Grogar was set up by Twilight a bit through a storybook. They better capitalize on that for me.
Was he?
Yeah, it was during a Flurry Heart episode where she was basically taking care of her, and she was reading to a bunch of other kids, and then she's talking about like Grogar was defeated by these Pegasi or something like that, but fear or whatever. And like, okay, I want them, if they are going to implement Grogar, he either had to be a season opener or a season closer, because that dude is strong AF back in Generation 1. And I hope they have something to do with the castle, the kingdom he ran. In fact, actually, it's good to bring this up. Grogar is actually the prerequisite to the crystal. Why am I blanking on it?
Crystal Kingdom?
Yeah, Crystal Kingdom. Crystal Empire. There you go.
Crystal Empire.
Yeah, it's like, it's a prerequisite.
Empire, no.
Yeah, it's a prerequisite to Crystal Empire, because Grogar ran that kingdom with an iron hoof, just like how Sombra ran the Crystal Empire with an iron hoof. So basically, you could say Sombra is the Generation 4 version of Grogar, but since Grogar is here, there you go. So having Grogar show up and probably have something to do with Sombra would actually be very appropriate, since they pretty much have the same background. I don't know if they're having to have the same background, but there you go.
Falcon, don't say anything.
Say what? It's just that's the whole thing about doing live streams. I'm putting my faith in people in the chat to, if there is something about it, let me figure that out when it shows up. But that's my hopes and dreams. If they're gonna put in Grogar, have him something to do with Sombra. Have Sombra come back in general. Have something to do with the princesses. Have them do something like how they did with this Princess Moonbutt Sunbutt special. Have an episode with them, because I like them when they're characters. That's just it. Here's the thing with like the main characters, they've already developed so much, they already kind of plateaued in my eyes. You can't really do anything more with their characters unless you're going to regress them in some way. So since this is going to be the final season, it makes sense.
They're gonna regress.
They're going to regress. I don't want them to regress.
They're gonna regress.
Well, I know. Like, what else can you do? Twilight's already, not only she's a princess, she's a great principal and already teaching the new youth a betterment in the next time. Like, what can she do now? Other than being more of a princess. How can you do that?
Well, you see, the key to making such high god tier characters seem like less than a random fuck off the street after 5 years is if you make the gods stupid.
You make the gods stupid.
Yeah.
That would be, I wouldn't say that'd be hard. Did you tell Goat? Yeah, I told him about how he's in. Yeah, I already told you. You're in the special summer breakdown.
It was not consensual. I'm currently in legal battles with Hasbro. Just saying. Yeah, have the basically. I was gonna lump them, Mike. I was gonna lump the creatures that muted themselves with everyone else. I want some of the guest stars characters to come back. I want like Cheese Sandwich, Coco, the Flim Flam Brothers to get one more hoorah. Who else was in that? Like, I want to see the Breezes again. As much as I never thought I'd say this again, but I want to see the Breezes again because they didn't really do anything. I want Vegeta's voice actor to come back. Yeah, Vegeta's voice actor played the main Breezy that was in the Breezes episode. So there was a lot of memes and jokes about that. Breezes. These small little insect-like things. While in the other generations... It looks like little fluff balls.
No. I don't think so. They had weird hair.
Did they eat everything in sight?
No,
was
no.
Pinky a one-man band?
No, those are Parasprites.
Oh.
That's what you're thinking of. Breezes are kind of like Parasprites, but not brain dead.
Okay.
Something to do with Discord. Plot twist: the next villain will be Discord, not the character. The chatting app.
I like that one.
Yes, that'd be great. That could actually happen somewhat in the Equestria Girls universe, since they're all about the social medias and whatnot. So having the Equestria Magic get into the Discord chat. Hire me. Captain, again, yeah, still, yeah, oh, yeah, some more characters from the movie can show up too, from the MLP movie, besides just the hippogriffs. They already, again, brought up more movie stuff, because in the spring breakdown, it showcased the Storm King. His magic seeped in to the Equestria Girls universe, and that was the conflict. So, not only do you need to watch the movie to understand who the heck the Storm King was in the MLP universe, they also want to make sure that if you're watching the Equestria Girls stuff, the My Little Pony stuff, and the movie, we're getting to Marvel levels of you need to keep track of a whole bunch of different types of...
But that would also imply that the Storm King was strong enough to send magic to another realm.
See, it's always up to interpretation. It's also just like, of course, your magic is weird, and there's apparently multiple different portals across the universe, across their universe. So it's very much possible that it's just kind of got there randomly.
I know, but like the biggest thing you do is fucking make a storm.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any like magic to seep through. He's just like, you know what, in clouds. Thunder, I guess.
You need to watch everything and give Hasbro all of the money. Yes, I haven't watched it in a while. Cleaning a closet. Is that weird? Nah, I need to clean out mine. Best villain you want to see returning for season 9. Best villain? T-Rex, definitely. I want to see T-Rex show up again. He's the best villain in my eyes. If they happen to bring Grogar in, because in Generation 1, when I was watching that when I was a kid, I wasn't able to watch T-Rex the first time he showed up, because I think he was like the first thing to ever like have a special in. I got into Generation 1 through the Smooths in that movie, and then started watching Generation 1 from that point onward. And Grogar, in that aspect, he was second only to Smooths. The Smooths were the first best. Grogar was the second, so I was really hoping he'd show up. It wasn't until I came into this fan base that I got to see T-Rex in Generation 1 days, and I was like, oh, right. I forgot how great the villains were in Generation 1. So, Grogar, T-Rex, and I would like to see the Smooths again. Granted, he's not a villain. He's sort of just Discord's friend. But yeah, I would like to see him. Maybe he can be a foil to it. Just like, really showcase that he is the #1 Generation villain to come back. And this time he's a good guy. Oh yeah, the Diamond Dogs. You remember them? Exactly. You bring them back.
Yeah. Don't bring them back.
Don't bring them back.
Don't. I hated those illusions. To be fair, I hated every character in the show. But
wow. Keep David in voice villain Grogar. I still wish Keep Devin to voice. If he were to show up, I think he'll be a good voice actor. For a while, used to. Will you watch Generation 5? No, I will not watch Generation 5. I have no obligation to watch a Generation 5. Give me one good reason. Is it because I like Generation 4? That's dumb.
Yeah, besides, it's a fucking children's show made for little girls.
Yeah, nothing about that interests me in Generation 5. How dare you even suggest that I would even consider watching Generation 5?
Yeah, fucking the MLP craze is now over when this show is finished.
Is there anything you want to see happening, but you know it won't?
What?
Basically, something wishful thinking. Like, do I like cheese sandwich going out with Pinkie Pie? Something that I think that will never happen. But I want to see cheese sandwich again. It's not impossible to get Weird Al. I'm pretty sure his schedule's clear.
All right. Everyone dies.
The end. No.
Hey, I know it's wishful thinking.
How dare you? I know I won't see this happen, but I want to see me as a dragon. Good for you, Captain. I'm hoping for.
Do you want to like hire someone off of DeviantArt and they can draw you as a dragon?
And then we have a Spike X Rarity guy wanting at least one episode with that. I mean, like, it's not impossible. I mean, now he has wings, so it really shows the character growth that he's older now. legitimately. He went through puberty, like legit. So
I mean, yeah, but is he any taller?
no, but when has size dictated who you could love?
When the ant looked at the anteater and was like, "I want to fuck that," but then the anteater is like, "I hope you're in divorce."
That's not how that works, for sure. I want to see them and the buffaloes. The buffaloes, huh? I want to see more. I want to see the Apple family again. Like all of them show up one more time.
The entirety.
Like like in the very first episode, it had the Apple family reunion. Then they had another Apple family reunion, and then the racist barn came in. I want to see that one more time.
It's not the
It is. Shut up.
The song is just
Racist barn. Yeah. Sure. Crusher Girl shorts. So they were. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Diamond Dogs.
Is flower bush
Wallflower.
wallflower.
Wallflower. I agree. Gen 5 won't feel the
Is
same.
she gonna make some sort of appearance?
I don't know. I'll wait for Generation 9. Yeah, she's going to watch it. I think Skulu needs some development before the series ends. I'm not expecting. Okay, yeah, one of the wishful thinking of the previous question. Get her to fly. I get it. They're doing this thing where she's not supposed to, and if they want to end it off,
Acknowledge the fact that she's an orphan.
probably that too. Those things probably not gonna happen, but you know, it's
Have
there.
a fucking Parents' Day special, and then it's just Scootaloo sitting off in a corner like.
Hey, random guy. Yeah, our days are going. My day's going fantastic, actually. Honestly, the Steven Universe territory calls us they're running out of villains. Well, they're not running out, really. They have
What are
plenty
you
of.
talking about? They just tapped into Terra fucking Strong. I'm pretty sure if they can get Terra Strong, they got plenty of villains.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Yeah, for Steven Universe, yeah, we're getting Terra Strong as a villain. But as for like MLP, they could take so many different villains that are from Generation 1, it's not even funny. So they haven't run out of villains there at all. In fact, I'm expecting those villains to show up in Generation 5. Since apparently Generation 5 is supposed to have the same type of animation that the movie had. So that's freaking amazing.
That quality?
Yep.
Or just that style?
That quality, I don't know. It could be a little bit of both because they're gonna have 3D generated backdrops, so that will save in time, I guess.
Okay, yeah, that was in the movie.
So basically, they'll spend all that time with the animation within the characters. So it's like, with the redesigns and everything.
All right.
So,
I mean,
I'm expecting big things. Are there any ships you'd like to see become canon? I don't know. Cheese Sandwich and Pinkie Pie. It's the only one I support.
how about Boulder X Tom?
Boulder X Tom. I thought that was already a thing. But now it's like, I forgot what Mudbriar calls a stick. Basically that's a good one too.
Boulder and Stick?
Boulder and the Stick. Why can't Gen 4 last longer and longer like other shows? I mean, Gen 4 is supposed to be very popular. But here's the thing.
Didn't it last 10 years?
It lasted almost 10 years. First off, it lasted almost 10 years. Secondly, I'm happy that it knows when to end because there are also shows that don't know when to end, like, let's say, the Walking Dead franchise.
Yeah, there's like 5 people still watching that.
Yeah. All right. Things need to know when to end. Didn't Breaking Bad end on a good note, or was it nearing the territory of it needs to end soon before it actually gets really bad?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I wasn't on that big train.
Okay. But basically, there are shows already that they need to end because they don't know when to end.
One Piece.
That's okay.
Is it?
Yes, because I'm keeping up with it, and I find everything that's happening to be worth it.
Yeah, but as soon as you like stop keeping up with it, and
Trust
then
me,
you
if
come
one
back like a month later, and you're like, oh Jesus, there's 172 more episodes. And
I'm nearing that area that if One Piece is literally just gold, I'll be pissed off. But I'm also nearing the area where if it's just gold, I'll be happy. It's weird. I'm in a weird gray area with One Piece
it's
right
like,
now.
please just find it. But no matter what, I'm gonna be annoyed that you find it.
Yeah. Actually, legit animate a freaking fight or something. Dragon fights. There's one problem in mind. Spike just got his wins in season 8 and very long. I mean, little. Did you finish season 2 of Ladybug yet? No.
It has a season 2?
Yeah. I think I'm in episode, like, what, 10, 15? I forget.
Are there 25?
Probably, yeah. So,
That sounds
sorry I had to do it. It's episode 1 hour long special. I think I can see that. Well, isn't that just basically the season opener, season finales? Basically 1 hour specials?
Yeah, they're just in 2 parts.
Yeah.
So that they can be shown again.
Yeah, they can't, and they can't legit be 1 hour since, you know, commercials and whatnot. So 22 plus 22 and 44, which is basically the closest thing you're gonna get to 1 hour special. Derby needs an episode with Scootaloo. What? What?
You'll see it.
He pulled by Spike evolved Taro versus Balrog. Takamura versus Balrog. Who's what?
There you go.
Just kidding. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just kidding.
No, he's not kidding. Who are we talking about?
God damn you.
I'm sorry, it's such a nice joke, mainly because it's half the time not even a joke.
I want the last episode to be live action with real horses. God, no. First of all, I want to see Rainbow Dash and Twilight get together. Why?
Rainbow Dash and
Why?
Twilight?
Will Crystal to keep going if it's all? I'm pretty sure Crystal Girls is its own thing. So I'm pretty sure MLP ending isn't gonna automatically have a Crystal Girls ending. Crystal Empire has the Gem Her World before the Gem Her World. I just finished making MLPOC episode 200, full-on Royal Guard action-packed episode. I hope they actually take my idea that I had in my favorite episodes list. Since the first episode, since episode 100 was a celebration of background characters, make episode 200 a celebration of the main characters. Because the background characters is how the community viewed the show. If it wasn't for the community, those background characters wouldn't have been so as popular as they were. That was a celebration of them. But the community would not have watched the episodes to begin with if it wasn't for the main characters being so good as they were.
I know, but how are you gonna celebrate the main characters?
Basically,
without being douchey.
We actually haven't had like a pure, like just the main 6 based episode in a while, I believe. And if we have, it wasn't that memorable to me. So just having an episode where they're just being themselves and it's just them, no Starlight, no princesses, no nothing, just those 6 by themselves doing something, I'll be perfectly fine. Even reminiscing over all the adventures they had throughout these past 6 seasons. It'll also be like a melancholy like thing, something like that, or just have them be having fun. Either or, I'm good. Just have it be their episode.
All right, yeah, I guess I can see that.
I imagine getting Derby Focus episode. Derby Focus episode would be fun too. I'm never ever against that. Head and Eddie lasted 10 years too.
I think I'd be against that.
Well, how dare you? How dare you? That's it. That's all. That's all I gotta say. I'm not gonna say anything else. Just dare. How?
Easy. The thought accrues in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have another thought to say, hey, brain, make my vocal cords vibrate in the very specific sequence that would make it to where others can hear that thought that would come out of my mouth.
Gotcha.
And then it does.
I hate you. Season 8 finale, they talked about Tirek and he shows up. Let's see what happens this time. We might have to call them prophets in the end. 1 Gen 4. Well, it'll last longer and longer. It start to suck. Heck, yeah, just like any medium. It's like the saying in Batman. You either die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. In showcases, you either end your series off on a good note or milk it long enough until people get annoyed. So look at Boruto.
I mean, everyone was fine with Naruto.
Yeah, Naruto ended, and it was like, that's great. Then Boruto came, and it's like, why?
Well, first it was the movie came out, and everyone's like, hold up, you were done.
No, the movie was good. I needed the movie.
God.
You didn't watch it, so you can't say shit.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm not saying the movie was bad or anything. It's just I heard that the entire series was done.
Yeah.
And then I saw the movie come out. I was like,
Same thing goes with Dragon Ball. It's like Dragon Ball ended and Dragon Ball Z ended, and then you got the movies. So I'm like, okay, if it's just movies, that's fine because you have great production value. You actually have time to put effort into the story, and it's great. But then they came out with Dragon Ball Super, and the first 3 seasons of that sucked ass.
yeah.
So yeah, when it comes to like making movies, that's fine because you have good value and you're doing something with it. But when you make a series and you put yourself in that crunch time, it's like, oh, terrible. Never. JoJo. I still want to see MLP characters in Death Battle like Applejack.
Who would she fight? Bruce Lee?
Okay, you want to see MLP characters like Applejack in Death Battle. Like, give me like an actual good opponent for her, and I'll maybe talk about it. One Piece just got gold. I commit it's just gold. I'll commit neck rope. Neck rope.
That's a very comedic way of saying suicide.
It's like seppuku, but it's neck rope. Even The Simpsons is finally throwing in the towel. I'm happy about that. They needed to finally end because now they're getting episodes where they're like, oh man, the times are changing and we have to change with the times. Or you can just end. You know, so you don't have to do that. That'd be good too.
Yeah, and then they had to get rid of like half of their most iconic characters.
Because they're so stereotypical and not in this day and age. It's like, guess what? It's called growing a thicker skin and realizing it's just a freaking joke. But nope. Got too many sensitive snowflakes that just can't handle a joke. Apu, I missed Apu. Apu was actually one of my favorite characters. And guess...
Let's move on.
Huh?
Let's move on.
Apu?
No, let's move on.
I thought you said let's move Mulan. I like Mulan too. Mulan's pretty dope too. I want to see Discord and Death Battle. Who you want to fight, Bill? And what did I tell you? What did I tell you? When we get into the stream, it always dilutes right back into Death Battle. Because that's all it always happens. Him? Spike should get over his crush. Spike X Smolder, I've heard people been doing with that as well. It's also Spike X Ember, apparently.
Which one was Smolder?
Smolder was the girl, small orange.
Right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was Ember?
Ember was the tall blue one. Since you met Ben and Chad once, how about you ask them if they could add Applejack in the Death Battle? Maybe, please.
Man! Give him a week.
I'll see what I can do. But it's okay. Alright. Iron Hoof versus Stoic the Vast. Applejack versus Sandy Cheeks, maybe?
Sandy Cheeks?
That's not bad, actually. If it wasn't for the fact that Applejack bucked a giant boulder, I would probably think Sandy could win, but no, she can't.
Well, to be fair, she did take on the Alaskan Bullwind.
That is true, but she didn't really do anything. She took down the tongue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Applejack can also take that down. She also... Yeah.
But can't she tie it in a knot?
Yes. She hog-tied a snake. You can't even do that.
Alright.
Be a live-action Dora the Explorer. And I don't know how to feel about it. I saw the trailer, and I was not angry.
Yeah, no, I saw it, and I was like...
I thought it was...
Seems solid.
Pretty...
Dora with a knife.
Neato. I'm like... At least it was better than the Kim Possible movie. I saw the trailer to Kim Possible. I'm like, this is going to be terrible. And I saw the Dora one. I'm like, you're actually putting effort. It's almost as if you're trying to change it. Because she's older now, and now she has to deal with the fact that she's older now.
Diego isn't the same little shit.
No, Diego's completely different. And I like that. I'm like, he changed with the times. Dora hasn't. Let's see how she handles this. That's a good premise. That's a good setup. And it makes people like me who grew up watching Dora, it's like, yeah, I'm interested to see what what looks to be her final outing is going to be like.
Oh, you grew up watching Dora?
Mm-hmm.
Well, say a sentence in Spanish.
Hola, soy Dora.
No, that's a lie.
How dare you?
Your name is John.
Yeah, but that's a sentence in Spanish. Yes, said a Spanish. Not me. Not me.
Well, now you may have proven my one request correct.
Yeah.
But you have also telling a lie on the internet.
Let me just skip all the way down to the bottom. I'm tired of being up this up. All right. Excuse me. What? All right. No comment. New arc of DBS manga. The opinion is actually pretty high. I like the new bad guy, and they're actually doing a guy who can absorb powers correctly. Well, correctly / differently than the other guys who could absorb power. So it's impressive. Now Smolder is a bit too old.
Who's Thorax?
Wait. Nah, Smolder is a bit too older, and Rarity's the right teen age for him, since Spike now has teen age as her due to him having wings. You do know Smolder's in a school for a reason, right? And you do know Rarity is a teacher for a reason, right? And you do know Rarity runs 2 boutiques for a reason, right? It's because she's older.
Yeah, I thought that was supposed to be the whole dynamic.
Yeah, she's way too old for him. Smolder's... You can interpret Smolder's way younger than Rarity is.
Anyway, but still, who's Thorax?
You broke him. This is the young 6... Thorax?
Yeah.
Thorax is... Well, he used to be a little changeling, and now he's a beefcake. Green scarab-like thing.
Does he kind of look like a reindeer?
Yes.
Okay, then I know who he is.
Okay.
Someone shipping that with whoever Ember is.
So, yeah, Rarity was supposed to be here 18 to 20-year-olds, according to Lauren Faust, and by now she's probably 24 at least. Years that went by, man. Have you seen the Teacher of the Month board? There's like 30 of them. Time has passed, my friend. And she's also as old as me. Is around Spike age. I would expect that. I don't even have to look that up to be like, Smolder has to be around Spike's age. Applejack versus Bill Nye, the science guy? Alright. Then he chopped a tree in half, ran through a giant boulder, etc. Yeah, I know. I want Conan because of a death battle. I don't know. Good point. Though Applejack beating a giant chimera while Sandy beating a giant clam. He has a point there.
Yeah, but you see, according to the random things, AJ stopped Sandy because of size alone. Because, you know, pony versus a squirrel.
Oh, yeah, right. Right. When she goes to the actual surface, we see her actual size, and she is small.
She is actually just a squirrel.
So, yeah, you have a point there. Good on you, the random things. Icon, mine would be a dragon. My MLP icon, standard Earth pony. Another death battle I would actually like a lot would be Garnet versus Charlotte. Oh, Katakuri? Garnet versus...
Charlotte?
Hold on. I need... because I know Katakuri, but...
Who's Charlotte? Katakuri.
Katakuri. Yeah, it's Katakuri. I didn't get the I. Yeah, it is Katakuri. I completely blanked on his first name, but Katakuri is what... Garnet versus Katakuri. Katakuri destroys Garnet. No offense to Garnet, but Katakuri would obliterate Garnet. Katakuri is a character in One Piece, and his Goma Goma no Mi, and his Gum Gum fruit is mochi.
You just have to say he's from One Piece. At that point, I'd be like...
The reason why, because he has future vision. He also has... his hockey is so good, he can see into the future. So it's like, Garnet can see into the future, Katakuri can see into the future. The only difference between Katakuri and Garnet is that he has way more destructive capability than Garnet could ever even hope to have.
Doesn't everyone in One Piece...
Nope.
Fucking goddamn 3-sword samurai just kind of goes like... And then a mountain over there is like, oh god.
Yeah, I get why, but Katakuri is way too high of a grade for Garnet. And plus, what would Garnet do? He can't really hurt him.
She'd punch.
And he'll just absorb it. And then hit back harder.
And she'd punch again. And keep punching because that's the power of love.
Uh-huh. Mine's already a dragon, so Spike needs to take a chance with Rarity in the season. Take a chance? I thought, like...
He has tried so many chances, and she's just been like,
she's
nah.
literally just a doormat now. You read fanfic? Sometimes. Depends on, like, how good it is. That's who Thorax is. Go, why?
What? Thorax, the bug god? I haven't watched the damn show.
Yeah. My heart still sinks and hurts badly anyways. Bill Cipher and Discord for the win. Discord versus Bill, if I had to think objectively, Bill destroys Discord immediately, actually. If I had to be unbiased.
I think that Discord will teleport around Bill a while, and then Bill will come out of the fifth dimensional portal that he is.
Because
it's just slapping.
Because if we're going off their strongest they can be, Weird Mageddon needs to be activated to actually have Bill be 100%. And since that's how Death Battle works, they have to be at 100%. And since Weird Mageddon, yeah, Discord can't handle that because Weird Mageddon is just he breaks all things reality. So if another reality bender comes in, he'll be like, well, you can't do what you usually do. It's like, what? That's it.
Well, what if Discord comes in and it's like, oh, I love what you did with the place.
It could be like that. Again, it's like I really need to go in depth on that if I had to.
It's like, I see that you are more of the destructive chaos. I'm more of the random silly chaos.
My hope for season 9 is that I hope returning villains come back. T-Rex, Cozy Glow, those villains again. Villain that I hope to see just in general is Grogar. See if they can do something with him. I want to see Somber come back because I've been wanting to come back since season 3 when he got killed, and so on and so forth. Returning guest characters like Weird Al Yankovic as Cheese Sandwich. An episode revolving around the main characters just being themselves, as like the 200 episode. That's why I want it to happen. So what else? Just a nice send-off, basically. Just make me emotional. I'm not saying make me cry. Just make me emotional. Make me emotional that this is going to be the last episodes of this generation. This is not going to be a whole nother universe created.
If you don't end off an entire series that's gone on for 10 years with making you cry, then you, sir, are not doing it right.
Sandy Creek 25 is the only opponent I can think of for Applejack. It's the only... And I get why. She's a Texan. She's all about Texas. At least she has that accent.
She has a southern accent.
She has a southern accent. Is that racist? I'm sorry if that's racist.
It's not.
What is it? Just stereotypical?
What?
It's something offensive. I like, okay, Sandy Cheeks and Applejack, they talk the same. I guess they're from the same place. Like that has to be something offensive.
Not really.
Okay, then cool. Then that.
Like especially when both of us are from the South.
Yeah. Darn tootin'. Yeah, do it
more,
right.
You're more from the Illinois South. I'm more from the Texas South.
I literally lost my accent.
So.
I remember having it when I was living in New Orleans. I lost it when I was living in Texas.
What even is a New Orleans accent?
Oh, Nolans and shit like that. It's like, oh, we're going to get some cornbread. I can tap into it. If you want me to talk like that for the rest of my life, I can do that. But I prefer my standard form of talk.
Cornbread?
Cornbread. Gonna get some gumbo. Some Cajun spice.
Cornbread? Why cornbread?
Going down to the bayou, going that way.
Is cornbread a big thing?
Yeah, cornbread is one of my favorite dishes. That with gumbo, chicken, and crawfish.
I mean, cornbread's pretty good with anything except for spaghetti.
No, I just mean cornbread in general. Just like I remember when I was growing up, we almost every single time we had dinner, cornbread was always part of the dinner.
Well, yeah, because it's super easy to make.
And then I started to,
and
then when we started living in Texas, I just started to hate cornbread. It's weird. It's like Texas changed me entirely. It was so fucking weird.
It's most likely the corn.
Probably.
That or the bread.
It's weird how it happened with cornbread and not like anything else. I still love gumbo. I still love chicken.
It might be the fact that you ate a little too much.
I never had it with chicken, so I apparently have a threshold for particular foods. I mean, chicken's all the way up there somewhere.
I thought I'd never get fucking sick of top ramen, but here I am.
Here you are.
Avoiding that shit like the plague.
They're in the ether, waiting to be picked up. If I have to reiterate this, the main reason why I haven't been getting to reactions and pretty much anything else on this channel is mainly because I was too busy looking for an internship, and most of my time was dedicated to that. Because if I don't get an internship, guys, we're talking about me staying in college for literally forever. And I know you guys, you think you care, but you don't about my current life of being in college. But I need to get out of it sooner or later.
Yeah, he needs this entire Just the entire thing to be done. He only has one class.
Yeah, one class, and I'm paying a ton of money for one class. And if I
just to have
an internship, so all my effort, everything I did, everything I'm doing has to go to that. YouTube is literally still a hobby. I appreciate everyone going to my Patreon and supporting me that way so I can keep food in my mouth. So, but if I am not meeting your standards, I am not keeping you in the Patreon. It's only if you really have some type of, I don't know, passing affection for me. That's it. Alright, going down. Smolder is still taller than Spike, so I don't know. Everyone's taller than Spike! The Breezy. The Breezy that was with Fluttershy in her episode. He's older than Spike. And he is shorter than anyone else. Size does not matter.
I'm still trying to think of what Breezy is.
Oh my god.
I feel like I know.
I'm gonna keep that page open. Breezy.
Get the fly swatter.
Oh my god.
That is an abomination.
Dare you.
100%. Fire, light the entire...
Thorax versus Ember. Who wins based off canon feats? Thorax versus Ember on canon feats. If I go...
I'm gonna have to go with...
I'm going with Ember.
I mean, Ember's a dragon, right?
Ember's a dragon.
Well, I mean, Ember's a dragon, so...
Yeah, Thorax, if we're going on bug, he is a bug, but, you know, hard exoskeletons and whatnot.
Fire is still fire.
Fire is still fire, yes. Yeah, if we're going on Pokemon rules, he's a dragon fire type, and Thorax is pure bug.
Maybe flying.
Maybe flying.
Does he have wings?
Yes, but he never uses them. So, just this bug, he's screwed. Pokemon logic. So what do you want to see about the Young Six? Just more development and just... Oh, we already had that. No.
Friendship musical.
No. So like MLP, you guys are making me want to punch everything. Okay. Yeah, Bill does destroy him. If you're thinking objectively with Bill's power set and his feats, he definitely wins. Like, Discord messed with princesses and got beaten by the elements. Bill killed the time baby, meaning he killed something that was timeless. Yeah. And he just did it. He just sort of pointed at it, and it died. So... Gotta go with that. Rarity breaks Spike's heart and breaks my heart, all the above. Bill versus Habit. When?
Who the fuck is Habit?
I need to look that up. Habit. Who is Habit?
Is it that Habit squirrel guy?
Yes. Obviously. He looks like he...
Be proactive.
Yeah, he looks like the Destroyer.
I don't know, man. Toon Force is a big thing.
Yeah, Bill beats Discord pretty easily, which is why I don't want Discord versus Bill, because I'm biased towards Discord and I want to see him lose. I'm with you on that. If I ever had to give a suggestion to Death Battle in any sort of way when it comes to MLP characters, I guess it would probably be one of the princesses, actually. But which one? I have no clue.
What's the worst episode?
The worst episode?
Yeah.
Like in general? Yakety Sax. I hate Yakety Sax. The other episodes can disappoint me. That one made me legitimately angry.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, I remember now.
Yeah.
I was like, Yakety Sax, I know you've talked about this one a lot. It has something to do with the fucking Yaks.
Yeah. Definitely Discord did become a ghost once. Yeah, he did become a ghost, but then again, he did get hit by Starlight, who isn't Bill Cipher level, so...
Didn't he also just allow that?
I guess. He definitely could have teleported away. It's not like he took that on purpose. I can definitely see him doing that.
He's like,
You can see Starlight had similarities to Twilight's path, just going faster, that the writer could be preparing her to get wings. If what happened, how would you feel? I don't know, actually. At first, when I saw Twilight get wings, I'm like, yes, this is appropriate, and this is, like, true change. But if Starlight get wings, I'll actually be kind of mad.
It's like... She gets wings and becomes a princess, but not the other 5?
Yeah, she gets wings and becomes a princess, and she ran a cult and messed with time-space, and the 5 other characters who've been friends with the princess as long as anyone else could even believe, who has 0 track record of being evil, last time I checked, maybe with a few exceptions on certain characters, but they don't get wings? That's weird.
Who is evil? Who is evil?
No, that's what I mean. Like, you can probably interpret some things to be bad in their track record of being good, but same thing can go for Twilight. None of them did anything worse than what Starlight has done. Yet, from the development, I love Starlight with all my heart. You've already seen my top 10 favorite characters list. So, but believe me when I say, if she gains wings, I would honestly be really disappointed in that. That'd be really bad. Not to mention, it'll kind of just make the whole getting wings thing for Twilight moot. In a way, it's like she earned that pretty well from her own self-taught and learning friendship and completing one of the spells for Star Swirl. Starlight's kind of been.
She just kind of along for the ride.
To make things just like too long didn't read. She's not princess material. How's that? She's showcased in many situations that she does not care about the entire structure of the system. Remember the book slap? She knows the book slap. So, Starlight to me does not seem princess material.
A servant just comes out, it's like, my lady, you have the entire list planned out.
Of course, this card never died. He's a great character, way like that. Habit is from Everyman Hybrid. Huh. Okay.
What?
Habit is from Everyman Hybrid. No, I'm Southern and I don't take any offense. In 2019, not everything is offensive. Even people say it. I live in Kentucky. Nice. Cool. Good to know. I'm really... I guess so. You know, he's from Kentucky. He's Southern. I'm going to take your word for it.
Am I thinking Kentucky's in America? Look where Kentucky is.
God dang it.
I'm pretty sure I know where it is.
Kentucky.
I guess that's like middle-ish.
Back to the thing. Okay, I'm going to have to go all the way down again. We're going all the way down.
I mean, you don't have to... Oh, man.
So, okay. The only 2 male and female ships involving the main 6 I would accept and approve of are Fluttershy x Discord and Pinkie Pie x Cheese Sandwich. I'm with you on that. Because I actually do support Discord and Fluttershy. Because they actually have very good chemistry together. Who do you think would be a good opponent for Enrico Pucci? I can't think of anyone. Enrico Pucci, if we're going off him already having Made in Heaven and not like straight up just with his base stand, there's not many people I can think of other than people who can probably... Beautiful Joe, since he can rewind and fast forward time himself, so he'll be kind of immune to the fast forwarding system that Made in Heaven already has. But that's the best I can do. Nightmare Moon versus the Darkness from Fairly Odd Parents, who would win in a battle, make Smoke Cloud. Nightmare Moon, against the Darkness. Well, here's the thing about the Darkness. It's very hard to scale him, considering that he also has, like, minions that he has. Nightmare Moon doesn't have minions, so that's kind of hard for me to say.
How about Sombra versus Ansem?
Sombra versus Ansem? Ansem destroys.
Yeah. even I knew that. I didn't even play Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. See, if we're going off just Smoke Cloud, King Sombra versus Ansem, Ansem destroys.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Donald Duck, the canonical strongest character.
Donald Duck can take down Sombra. Background episode about Scootaloo's family. Lyra and Bonbon have to be here. Where she lives. Spike should be 7th wielder of the Element of Harmony this season.
7th wielder?
Okay, first of all, I thought we dropped the elements. We've dropped this back in season 5.
Didn't they die?
No. They're still around.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
I thought they ran out of magic or something.
No, they're still around. They're just in the Tree of Harmony. We're no longer... You're not defined by an element anymore. No one's defined by an element. And if they say, well, Spike is now the 7th element of Harmony in the last season of MLP, what is the point?
It grows a new crystal.
Neo!
It's like, what's this one?
Nigoro would be an awesome villain. I think he will be the best villain they can come up with because in Generation 1, he was a solid villain. Very imposing, and he was like, dope!
You know what Spike would be the element of?
What?
The third wheel?
No. I don't know that. I don't know that singer. Donald Duck is actually pretty OP if you use all of his feats. Yeah, especially his current one in Kingdom Hearts 3. He is the strongest character in all of Square Enix. All of Square Enix. And Kefka's in that. Do you know Kefka?
That duck can obliterate
everything.
Multiple universes. Or is it galaxies?
Galaxies, yeah. We got bumped down to galaxies.
He can just be like, I use magic.
Someone corrected me on this, so I'll have to correct you on this as well, my friend Bell. Discord is not the Lord of Chaos and Destruction. He is a spirit of chaos and disharmony. No destruction involved, just disharmony. I said that back in the old season 2, and people said, "No, he's not destruction. He's not destruction. He's not I get you. Okay, he's not destruction. Gotcha. Disharmony."
Yeah, he doesn't really destroy.
Yeah,
everything, now that I think about it, he just makes everything not normal.
Yeah, chaos and disharmony. That's it. No destruction. So what does that make Bill Cipher? Bill Cipher is the chaos of destruction, actually. Yeah. He's a dream demon.
like I said earlier, he's like, I see you're more of the on fire chaos.
Yeah.
I'm more of the weird and silly.
Yeah. Do you think Crusher girls will graduate from different adventures in other places? Yeah, I can see it branching off and just being its own thing, definitely. Watching WrestleMania this weekend. Oh, I can't watch WrestleMania anymore. I hate the Elements of Harmony. I think they're just done. I don't have to hate them because I thought we were just past that. So, if they... Like, that's it. Will you be making Ultimate Analysis on Pinky? Definitely. She's my second character I'm going to get to once I'm done with Twilight. Definitely so.
Why not Tank?
Tank is going to be like a side project. Dr. Wolf said there's a possibility. No one seems to make any serious... There's still things to do this. Wait, under cartoon logic, no ship is canon until there's a kiss. Technically. If anything, give us an action-packed Royal Guard episode. Oh, dude, sweat. Lord of Destruction is Tirek. I'm with you on that. I already said this. You skipped it all. I already said this. You skipped it all the time, but you gotta keep in mind that Death Battle, though, it doesn't need to be fair. They don't care. I disagree. Honestly. It needs to be somewhat fair. The only reason why they're considering it to begin with is because they believe it's fair. They only get the second option of, wait, this isn't fair, once they actually get into it. Because here's the thing about Death Battle. It's around, like, a fewish people doing the actual research, and it's very highly unlikely that when you get these characters, they automatically know. Just like that. They know what these guys are capable of. So
yeah, they gotta do a little bit of research before they even say, okay, yeah, this is what we're doing.
But then they're so far into production, they can't just scrap everything, and they do that. That's a whole entire month's work just gone down the drain. It has to be fair. At least you have to come up with why this exists.
It's
now
like they're just doing all this. They miss one detail that makes the one character just skyrocket in skill and power.
Take Spyro versus Crash, for instance. If I was an outsider looking in, I'm like, Baby Dragon versus a Bandicoot. I'm like, okay, that seems very fair. He's a dragon, so his tankiness is already a base. And Crash is already showcased to go through and plow through stuff. Plus, he has a gadget, so he can probably work around it. And you actually play the games and go into the research and see that Spyro pulled a planet together. And you're like, I didn't see that. But I got like 85 hours of work done. So I either scrap it or just show it. So I'm with you. I get it, but there's actually like legit like reasoning. Plus, Discord is now a good guy, and he helped stop Tirek and getting stuff. And while Bill he ciphered.
Didn't he help Tirek?
Yeah, he helped Tirek, and then he helped stop him inadvertently. Lord of Destruction is Beerus, and we're not going with that. Going way off the cuff here. Discord versus because nobody outweirds. I've heard the name before. I just need to go. Who is this? Not you.
Steve Aoki. Is it?
Yeah, you. I gotcha.
Which one?
That one.
There's 5 of them.
Yep, that one. Anyway.
Which one?
Hajime no Ippo. It's a
Hajime no Ippo.
It's a boxing anime. A really damn good boxing anime.
Is it the really long boxing anime?
Yes, that's still going to this day, and even has and is longer than One Piece. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I know about that because you were telling me about that. Like 2 years ago.
Yeah. I still felt staying deep within this closet. It's so scary. I'm happy you were cleaning out the closet, man. If there was any major death in this last season, who would it be? One of the princesses? Discord? Other major deaths? A death in this? No.
If anyone's gonna die, it's probably gonna be Granny Smith.
Yeah, Granny Smith. Granny Smith. If you want an emotional thing for kids to know that your grandparents can't always be around, won't always be around because of their age, that would be a nice one. It's a wishful thinking because I don't expect that to happen at all. You have to pull that off perfectly if you want to get that past censors of your kid show.
Dude, grandma dying.
Yeah, that'd be heavy. You really want me to cry? You really want me to cry?
You're gonna pull the grandma card on us.
So that's the only thing. If there's gonna be a major death and it's gonna be very impactful, that has to be it. Because I love Granny Smith. Granny Smith is one of my favorite characters in the show when it comes to side base.
Anyone can hate Granny Smith.
Yeah, no, there's nothing she has done wrong.
There's very few characters that I did not mind when I watched the first 3 seasons. Granny Smith was one of the 2.
Speaking of Death Battle, will you react to the next one? I probably won't.
Yeah, most likely not.
Yeah. Gonna be doing some other things. Probably very late, so season 9 tomorrow. A chance to end a lot of characters' story arcs. A lot of people are predicting Big Mac and Sugar Bell of getting married. A lot of things like that, man.
Sugar Bell?
Sugar Bell is the new girlfriend to Big Macintosh. She shows up in one of the newer seasons, so you wouldn't know anything about her.
Oh, so it's not the sister of Pinky?
No.
Not mine, but the other one.
No.
And
Limestone, I believe.
Not the one that's all mean, but the other one.
The Limestone one. I think that's her name, but no, it's not her. She has a crush, and it's never gonna come to fruition.
Oh, okay.
But hell's gonna break loose if Celestia dies.
Hell's not gonna break loose.
I think it'll be very melancholy, but it'll be somewhat there. I'll definitely.
She's not gonna die. She's gonna get banished to the sun.
Yes. Applejack versus Arizona from them fighting herds. Oh, I remember her. No. How do you want the final season to start? Start off strong. Either start off with what the season is going to be based around, like how in season 4, what I really liked about season 4 is all right, you put the elements into a tree and now you got this box. The rest of the season is going to have something to do with this box, and come at the end of the season, the box is going to have a payoff. Set up the season as this is the thing, and now the rest of the season is going to go out, and they're going to reference back to the beginning, and at the very end, everything has a payoff. That's it. That's all I want.
I have a question.
So,
what season was Sombra again?
3.
3?
First episode.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yep. Why? Okay, just making sure. All right.
Yeah. Because if that ominous cloud that I saw is Sombra, then that is the longest wait in this fucking show. Name one wait that's longer. 5 seasons.
Name one wait that's longer.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's what I thought.
Happen next episode. Spoiler alert. Show will end. Oh God.
What?
The final season has a show ending? Get out of my chat. What are you fears for the new season? What are you pretty sure they'll mess up? I don't really like to go into these seasons, especially this one, as a means of I think they'll mess up something. I think they'll actually pull things off pretty well. If I had to choose one thing that they might mess up, I think it's the development with the Student 6, that they actually don't know exactly what to do with them at the very end. But I think they can pull that off.
See, Rose, that's That's what has the big emotional grip for a goddamn grandparent.
Like that.
Almost everyone has that fucking moment.
So no, I don't. Right. Yeah. It's the fact you don't want it. It's why it should happen. That's the whole thing about killing off characters. I should know. I wrote the book. 3 chapters of it, by the way.
Three chapters?
Yeah.
I thought you were still on chapter 1.
No, I mean
Part 75.
No, I mean the actual book about how to kill a character.
Oh.
Yeah, 3 chapters of that. Chapter 1 is all about the setup. Chapter 2 is about the execution.
How many do you have? Like chapters?
Chapters of the book about death, or this?
Yes.
That is still in chapter 2.
Okay.
Yeah. As for BronyCon, I want to go.
Didn't we try to do number crunching with that?
Yeah, and it's apparently a lot. I remember talking to someone in the chat earlier about how he was willing to bring me there, but part of me is like, I can't do that.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, and I don't feel like I'm worth it. I always feel that way. You're talking to an artist, and most artists feel that way about them. If he's still around, I'll definitely still try to talk to him about it. But when it comes to me wanting to get to the last BronyCon, I will do my damnedest to try, but don't expect it to actually happen because I already have so much on my plate. Maybe if it was next year, then I can almost guarantee that I might actually have a chance of going. But since it's not. Of the 200 episode that breaks under background palooza, just because I know. Just saying, if Celestia dies, what kind of impact would that have on Luna? Like Luna, the strong one. I don't know. Many different things that can happen. Considering everything, even the smallest things are there is at least. I'd like to hear. The voice in MLP, is there a chance? Some seasons of episodes are just less interesting to watch, or less rewatchable, or less memorable than others. If you ask me, I think that the most successful seasons are 2, 5, and 4. 2, 5, 7. I would like to include 4 in that with me. That's the best way to kill off a character. What's the best way to kill off a character, in your opinion? First of all, you have to marinate the audience. You have to make them like the character. Give them an arc and have them fulfill that arc, or get them so close to fulfilling their arc and then take it away from them. Be like treat your audience like a baby in that aspect. Give them everything they ever want, then yank it all away.
And make sure that you always stare your audience in the face as you just cock the gun, shoot them.
Yeah,
right between the eyes.
Put it all in a furnace and make sure never to give anything back. Don't give them scraps. Don't give them anything. They're gone. But that's just a basic summary. If you want to actually buy the publishing rights to How to Kill Off a Character by John Roy Mitchell, please contact me at www.thisisn'treal.org. If Celestia...
what was that website again?
Freezes while the other side burns. If Celestia dies, the sun doesn't move, and one side of the world freezes while the other side burns. I'm pretty sure if Celestia died, fucking quit her job as a princess, went somewhere else, or just, was kidnapped forever. I'm pretty sure Twilight can make up with that, since her power is almost comparable to that. And the whole 6 powerful unicorns used to do that anyway, so it's not like it's impossible to move the stupid sun.
It's just that Celestia's good at it.
Yeah, that's it. So if Celestia ever did anything where she's not around, I'm pretty sure someone can take her place. It's not a problem. Maybe Luna will come in my food stream. Okay. In every season, I can make at least top 10 favorite episodes, but the season 4, I can only make up top 8. I think the worst season is as for the quality of episodes. All right. Well, I cannot change your opinion on that. I guess I just look at some of those episodes in season 4 are just better. Because when I was making my top 10 favorite episodes list, season 4, season 5, season 8, and I think season 7 had the most episodes I had to get rid of. In forms of, oh man, these are great.
Oh, come on, 1 through 3 didn't have any?
Not really. No.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably why I hate that.
Yeah, like it's one of those things. But season 4 is great, but I gotta go through all season 3, all to season 3. If I'm not into the show by season 3, I'm quitting. And that's a fine mantra. I'm not going to argue with that. But it just sucks because season 4 actually is good. It's like...
I mean, you also have to take into account that for some reason I sat through all 3 seasons in a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You also have to, you know, not binge everything. You have to spice them up, basically. Yeah, but if you just... It's like the X-Men cartoon that came out. They literally made a guy so he could die later on. That's not how you do that. You either make him to be an actual character and then come up with the decision of killing him. And once you do that, that's what makes it so out of nowhere. You know that Aerith, you know, the most iconic death in all of Square Enix was just a random pitch meeting. It's like, man, you know we're having like this little rivalry thing with Tifa and Aerith. What do you think we should do? Kill her. What? Yeah, kill her. And then they do it. It's so out of nowhere. You don't expect it. Because even they didn't.
It's like, but what do you mean, kill her? Why would we kill her? It's
kill
already
her.
Done. Game shipped.
Yeah.
She's dead.
She's dead. And you know what really sucks? You invest time in her. You love her up. You make her your mage. And she dies. All that work, building up that character, not only do you feel her emotionally for what the character she was, but you also feel like, I spent all that time building this character, and she's dead.
And now, I am dying, because I don't have a fucking mage.
Most favorite characters end up being, and I realized it was weird. First it was Twilight, Rarity, and Sweetie Belle, then Starlight Glimmer, and Tempest Shadow. Get the book, that is, sorry. I think the show will end with Derpy using Maiden Heaven to reset the universe into Gen 5. I believe that too! Derpy seems like the type of person who's able to do all the necessary stuff to achieve heaven. What? She can. I found bubble wrap in the closet. Neat.
Oh, you guys, should I go get the bubble wrap?
Sure. If you want.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
MLP spinoff, Dragons. Different dimension. I still do that. The other reason to love Arab doesn't die. Yeah, Arab doesn't die. What if there was be a live action MLP movie with ponies and dragons and other creatures animated the way they Detective Pikachu? I don't think it will turn out the same way that you think. There are some things that you can pull off, and there's some things you can't pull off in live action. I'm happy they actually can pull off the live action movie with Detective Pikachu. I find that to be really impressive. God dang it. Really impressive. But MLP in live action, not so much. Oh, speaking of Final Fantasy, I finally beat Sephiroth last week in Kingdom Hearts 1. It was fun. I wish I could beat him in Kingdom Hearts 3 if he was in there! I should have. The new season starts tomorrow. Yep, starts tomorrow, and you probably won't see a reaction until like later tonight, because I got work.
Who wants bubble wrap? Got a lot here. Here, you want a sheet?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
I think I can spare one.
I'm
maybe
good.
Two.
I'm good.
I don't think
It was all a favor. Season, do you think? Trying to why? If it was up to me to end off the season, thanks. If it was up to me to end off the season, how would I wrap it up?
And bubble wrap?
Basically, pass the torch over to the student 6. Have like a passing of the torch scene, like they are the new generation that's supposed to bring, you know, peace and harmony to the world. No. Kill off Granny Smith somewhere in the middle of the season to have that emotional payoff, because she does not deserve to die. That's the beauty of killing her. Then you just get you just have the characters look. It's kind of like make season 3's ending but better. That's it. Combine season 3's ending with season 4's ending, and then you got a perfect ending. Season 3 ending was Twilight gaining her wings, now she's a princess, and now things have changed. And if the show ended off there, you basically had her main story arc pay off, you had everything you needed her to do, and now she's a princess. Good. You could end it off there, but then you give it season 4. Season 4's ending is like, now she has a kingdom, she's truly a princess, she knows what she's a princess of, and you see everyone throughout Equestria that helped along their way. AKA, the Let the Rainbow Remind You was supposed to be that these are the people that connected us, and connections are what brings us together, and shit like that. Like, that's good. And then you have season 5, 6, 7, and 8. They didn't really have endings that was supposed to be like, yep, that's a good ending. You can end it off here, and everything will be fine. So, yeah. Basically combine season 3 and season 4's ending together. Boom. Got a perfect ending for me. If I... rap. Instant Rouse song. Why you nerdy? Roll up a rap. You can't see me getting freaky. Also, it only feels like series just started yesterday. A little bit.
No, it doesn't.
Mistakes for shots.
Feels like it's
trees.
forever ago.
They're in the trees. I feel like season 8 should have been the end of something. End or something. Really? Having Cozy Glow go to T-Rex and say, "Hey neighbor, want to be friends?" That is so sequel baity. It hurts. I would really hate it if that was the ending. Season 4, yeah. That's pretty much the typical of the ending for me. I don't need anything else.
Is there any other fruits that Applejack likes? I think she tolerates pears.
I think she tolerates oranges as well, since I think that's her cousins. I remember an episode where she went down to some cousins' oranges.
Wait, no, I thought that was the cherries.
No, the cherries are some random chick.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Rarity's like, "Hey, do you like cherries?" And it's like, "Oh yes, I love cherries. They're way better than stupid apples." And then Applejack goes on this tirade that apples are great. And then you have to realize, opinions can sometimes hurt your opinions. And it doesn't mean you have to be such a freaking douche about it.
Man, if only the apples and pears realized that years ago.
Sorry, now. Dude, let me make this game. Like.
Big Mac hates cherries? Dude, he's racist?
He hates cherries in the comments. Oh, whoa, what comics? Whoa, okay. And now, shatter my fist in peace. Okay. I like season 5 though. It's just kind of blenders together in my memory with everything that came after. I get you. Oh yeah, I know what I'm gonna do at the end of this stream. But yeah, what about?
You're not gonna tell me?
I'm gonna tell them the big news, but then I'm just gonna immediately end it and just let that ponder in their heads. Or do you really want me to wait until?
You do you.
I know, but I like a second opinion on this. I think it'll be fun. But because I think it'll be funny. I just want to see what the people would say at the very ending. Just like, what? If I get one what, that's all I needed.
As long as you don't have any more activity for like 2 days.
No activity for 2 days, but a new episode comes tomorrow. I'm definitely going to watch that and upload it. Okay, then maybe
no activity for 2 days after that episode.
Fine. I think I can do that.
Okay, fine. How about 1 day?
I think I can definitely try to pull that off. But yeah, I want to do it because not many people watch these live streams anyway, other than the people who actually show up for them. So it's not like everyone's gonna know until I actually make the actual video proper. It doesn't have one. It goes on infinitely.
That can't be. Oh wait, it's right here.
Anyway, I feel special now. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it. Yep, left one completely broken. I watch ended kind of same time as sarcasm. I actually like that. Makes them stop popping. No. We're humans. We do exactly the opposite of what you say. That's how we work. You should know this.
You brought this upon yourself.
Does this look like a face of mercy to you?
We could go on for a while, damn it.
I still need to see all the new episodes of Star Wars: Sword of Evil. They're in the trees. Stop popping, don't stop. Continue popping, don't stop. Fine.
Nah, that guy's advice.
I hate you.
I only take the advice that suits my wants, but then I do exactly the opposite that doesn't suit my wants.
So, like, I don't know. Something like the live-action Detective Pikachu movie. You know, tell you the truth, guys, I am incredibly weak right now. I have not eaten anything. Literally, the only thing I've eaten were pancakes from McDonald's, which is, like, not the best, but cheap, and I needed breakfast. And I went through something today. Stop. Hey, seriously. I went through something today that really took a lot out of me emotionally, and I'm going through like this stage of happiness, so I need to go to like Red Lobster or something to celebrate myself. Granted, I'm gonna be alone because somebody needs to go get some sleep so we can be ready for work tomorrow.
Well, actually, I don't have work.
And somebody should come with me to Red Lobster so I don't feel lonely. Guest stars you'd like to hear in season 9: returning Weird Al, coming in Jack Black.
If Jack Black makes it in, then I would like to watch that episode.
Cool. I'll be sure to let you know if that happens. How do you like your computer science course back in the day? Computer science course? Oh, it was fine.
Isn't that just coding?
I think so.
I had a coding class once. We made a calculator, and that was it.
Okay.
All right, big news time.
All right.
Get out free.
Gables would be cool too. All right, you go. Get ready. I'm about to just say it, and then
Alright.
immediately when I say this, I'm gonna cut off the stream. So get ready, ladies and gentlemen. The 15 of you are here, and maybe the extra 100 at best.
Actually, I am just gonna say this. Don't immediately cut it off, because it takes like 3 to 5 seconds to transfer data. It's really hard to end streams and just be like da 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 da.
Okay. All right then.
So.
Count 3.
Yes. Something like that.
All right. Well then. I got an internship at Death Battle.